Okay, in this video we're going to talk about the file system or the file directory within the computer. I'm going to show these examples on a Mac, although it works a little similarly on a Windows computer. So if we look at our Macintosh hard drive, this right here is what's called the root. And so you'll see each level contains other folders. So if I look at the user, then I see me, and then within me there are lots of things. So there are some applications within my user, but a bunch of the applications are at the root level. So that means that any user on this computer can use them. And there are other things in the library and system that support the whole computer, not just a particular user. There's things in here, for example, the desktop. So if we see the desktop here in this list in Finder, that's actually all of the same things that are on my desktop. And so we can use this to open things or delete things. Here's a letter I wrote for Professor Duncan. Hopefully you can't read that. Here's a PDF of rules for restarting higher education in Louisiana. So all of those things. But I can do the same thing here, right? I can preview that PDF in the same way. Now, this is called a graphical user interface, or a GUI. There's also a command line interface. And on a Mac, we get to that by opening Terminal. And this lets us simply type commands to see things. So I can type the command to look at the desktop. So now it's on the desktop. And if I tell it to list the stuff, then you see here's all the files on the desktop. Same thing. So like if I wanted to open a photo, I could say open art tab, and it fills in the rest of that file, and we click it, and now it opens the photo of Art Neville at Jazz Fest with the meters in 2015. I actually took this from stage. I was playing trombone. That's Ivan Neville's keyboard, and Art and George and Leo. Zigaboo's over here, but you can't see him. Anyway, so you can do the same thing from the command line. If I wanted to, say, make a directory, mkdir, and we'll call that directory tech demo. When I do that, there's now a folder here called tech demo. Or I can delete it like that. So that's the command line interface. You won't really have to do that, but I want you to know it's there. Mostly we will use the graphical interface, and we'll notice that everything is a hierarchy of what looks like folders within folders within folders. Although if we look at it in the command line, what the thing actually sees, let me open up this from Lydia's thing and just drag a file in here, and it'll show you the thing. So this path name is actually, this is root at the beginning, users / Jeffrey Albert is my user / desktop / the folder called Lydia, and then this file, which is this recording of the song Gravity that I played with her band. So here, if we look at the same thing, it looks like a file and a folder, etc. Here, it's a path name that just has a / users / right? So each of these would be a folder in the graphical interface. And that's important to remember when we start naming files, which we're going to talk about in the next video.